What's up? What's up? This is Thursday, Friday's video. Now, the thing is about Thursday, right, is really all we did was do this. All we did was do this. So we had the high school presentation. It is what it is. If you was here, it's good. If you wasn't, I'm sorry. I can give you the speed run, but you got to come in and holler at your boy. I can give you the speed run of it. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Anyway, let's just kick it forward. Make sure we have a couple things going on today. If you look, we got a couple things going on. The rough draft of the CER is due. The math connections is also due. That's the blue packet. That's a joker to look like this one right here. The blue packet, right? We talked about that on the last video. And then also journal check number 10, which I'm doing in class. And if you don't have that, then make sure that you turn that in online. Go ahead and pause the video here. Pause the video here. Get entry activity number 32. This is the end of journal check number 10. So again, pause the video. Get this written in there. Fam, I just switched sides. Did you pause the video and get this written in your journal? Hopefully you did. How are you feeling about high school? Hopefully you are feeling good. Maybe a little bit nervous. Like, all of those feelings are all super valid. Just realize that. I will definitely encourage you to get connected. However that is. Robotics, drama, music, sports, whatever other clubs. And I'm sure there's more clubs. There's art, there's like pottery, there's all kinds of different clubs. I'm like, get connected in there. Avid. Find your people, find the things that you're interested in, and get connected. It'll make high school so much more fun. It'll also make it a much better experience for you. So I just wanted to put those things out there. But whatever you're feeling, it's okay. And you still got time to process through those feelings. Just remember that as well. You still got another I would say about 5.5 months. That's crazy. That's a crazy idea to be like, in 6 months, you have been in high school for 2 weeks. Crazy. I'm excited to go over to the high school again next week. So, they show up at night without being called and are lost in the day without being stolen. What am I? I'm going to try and figure out how to make some of these riddles rhyme. I think it'd be better if it was rhyming. But the answer is stars, in case you didn't know, or raccoons, or your AirPods, because I heard that y'all be losing your AirPods all the time. That's what I heard. I heard on word on the street is y'all be losing your AirPods all the time. Matter of fact, word on the street is some of y'all, your AirPods is lost right now. That's wild times. All right, let's keep it pushing. Okay, so pay attention. Wrap your brain around these things. We already did the Hillmore High School presentation, so now we're on to the Avid presentation, and that is going to be on Monday. So on Monday when we come to school, it's going to be chill for this class. It's going to be chill. Some high school students will be presenting to you guys about Avid. Then on Tuesday, we will have the Hillmore High School visit. And then this is the thing's important. Tuesday night, make sure your parents go to the meeting. If they're like, I can't make it, or whatever the case is, have them call the Hillmore High School counseling office. Do not call here. It's not our paperwork. It's not our presentation. It's not our information. Make sure they call to the Hillmore High School counseling office if for some reason they can't make it. But please try and get somebody to make it for you, to get all the information and get the paperwork, because that paperwork has to be turned in. Oh, let me go back. On the 10th right here. So just understand all that. Also, if your parents primarily speak Spanish or Portuguese, let me tell you, if that's their native language, if that's what they feel more comfortable and understand better, please have them come to the meeting on Tuesday night, because there will be a presentation that's in Spanish/Portuguese. So I'm like, please come to that. Have them come to that, because that's how they can best understand and support you. So just realize that. Also say that, make sure your parents know that, okay? So we'll send out some more notifications as well. All right, let's keep it pushing. We are on to journal check number 10. I'm going to get myself up out the way. This is everything that needs to be done in journal check number 10. And if you're watching this video, I'm presuming that you're going to have to be scanning your thing in. And just remember, if you have it open, you can do one scan for 2 pages. One scan for every 2 pages. And then make sure that your agenda is in there. Don't forget the agenda from last week and this week, okay? All right, cool. Let's just keep it pushing right there. All right, let's talk about this. I think I need to be able to get a little scan of this thing. Yep, come on. Nope, we don't want that. Let's get rid of that. And then give me that, and then say new. So please turn to the last page in your guys's, well, that stinks. I'm going to be up there. Hold on. We're going to move myself. So we're going to say, nah, we're not going to keep that one. Yep, we're going to get new. And you can see how this new one, I'm still like working at trying to figure out what it is. Okay, cool. We good. Bop. And then now we zooming in. Now we zooming in. So this is on page number 131. So this is the end of this notebook. So realize that. Also, please pause and read this. So again, in your scientific notebook on page 131, pause and read this, and then we will go over it. What I want you to do is pause, read the scenario, look through the external data, and then also read the prompt. And what I want you to do is put your name, find the question, and then write a claim. Put your name, find the question, write a claim. Okay, those three things, then unpause the video. Okay, this is a practice rep that you can find all this information. I'm hoping that you can by now. All right, so let's just take a look. So overall, the main thing is that Keyshawn and Myra went to the amusement park, right, last summer. They noticed that the roller coaster was slower on the way up and went faster on the way down. Keyshawn's favorite part was the first drop, but Myra liked when they were going a little slower. So, couple of things. This is what we would call observational data, right? So they observed, or they noticed, right? So they observed the roller coaster went slower on the way up, right? And then but went fast when they were on the way down. That is what they observed. Okay, so that's some what we call observational, or you guys call it that IRL, some in real life. So what did they feel, right? This is what they felt, right? So feel, touch, taste, hear, right? Like these kind of observations. All right, cool. Now, on to here. So we looked at this roller coaster. This is kind of a diagram we've looked at before, so nothing too fancy, but we're going to keep pushing to the prompt. Write a specific explanation, right? And this is where we get into, okay, cool, we get in the question. When the roller coaster has the most kinetic energy, right? So that would be the question, is when, and then look, I'm going to add this word, does the roller coaster have the most kinetic energy, right? Some people wanted to say the question was, what part of the roller coaster has the most kinetic energy? Again, I'm cool with that as well. So now let's just go back over here to this data part and just say a couple of things about this external data here. Okay, let's just talk about that for a minute. So some students pointed out, they said, well, this right here is at the start, that is also the tallest point, right? Tallest point in the roller coaster, right? So that's the tallest point right here. And here, let me make a better arrow. Bop, right there. Okay. So the tallest point. Then they also said, because it is the tallest point, it is also the place with the most, and I'm going to say potential, hopefully I spelled that correctly, potential energy, right? So that's what they say. It's the place with the most potential energy. So then they said, if this is the place with the most potential energy, where do you think is the place with the most kinetic energy? Some people thought it was here. Some people thought it was here. But one of these two got to be the place with the most kinetic energy. Somewhere here, right? So I don't know which one. You've got to decide which is the one that you believe is the point with the most kinetic energy. But one of these points is the place with the most kinetic energy. Now we're just going to zoom out for a second and be like, yo, so now we have this observational data, which is 1, 2. Then we also have tallest point. That's a third piece of evidence. Now we have a fourth piece of evidence. And somewhere in here, we've got our fifth piece of evidence. So we've got quite a few pieces of evidence, more than what we actually need, because we only need 3. So go ahead and write down your claim right here. I'm not going to write anything. The claim, someone was like, where do I find the claim? I said, fam, it's in your brain. You got to find the claim in your brain. That's where it's at. So for evidence, you need 3. I feel like someone's calling me. Oh, hold on. Let me pause this because I'm getting a phone call. That was my son. Anyway, so then you're going to list your evidence and say 1, 2, 3 pieces is what you need. But could you list 4? You could go more. Totally fine. Okay. Then we're going to go on down here to the reasoning. And I just want to walk through this real quick and say the intro should include claim plus a question. Okay, so the claim and the question should be included there in the intro. Then the body of the paragraph. Okay, so the body of this reasoning paragraph should it be 3 to 4 sentences, and this intro should be 1 to 2 sentences, and this should be your evidence, okay? So your evidence is here, and then your evidence should support your claim. It should support your claim. So the evidence must be connected to the claim, and it should be showing how the claim is true. Then the last thing you just need is a conclusion, right? And that conclusion typically does some restating. I'm going to move myself over here. Restating of the claim. Does that make sense? So hopefully this makes sense to you guys. I'm going to go ahead and put this inside of the agenda slide so you guys can see that. But again, hopefully that makes some sense to you guys right there. That, again, the evidence, like the conclusion should do some restating the claim. Evidence should support the claim. And then the introduction should have the claim. And it should have the question. As you can see, everything kind of is revolving around the claim. All right, y'all. Other than that, the only thing left for me to say, right, and we'll just go forward, is I do want you to check Aries. Everything has been graded. Everything is in there, right? So everything is in there and is graded. So check Aries. Make sure everything is good. If you don't make any changes, then that is the grade that you are going to have for the rest of the trimester. Now, if you want to turn in something between now and Sunday, you can. Totally will take it. No problem. No questions asked. And I will get that updated. I will be turning in grades first thing Monday morning. All right. Last thing is this. You do have the kinetic energy, and that is this blue packet right here. Make sure to get that turned in. And then this CER rough draft that we just went over. And again, if you look at it, complete the rough draft. It is only the rough draft. Look at the assignment. The assignment is called rough draft. So that's all you got to complete, and then you are done. And then Monday's a chill day. We got a presentation. All right, y'all. Peace.